I'm a local. Roots are down deep.
The more local content that there is, the more that you become involved with your community and pick up on things that are happening out there that only the media can bring to you.
We have the chance to
Around 100 workers and shoppers took to the streets today in support of local Telstra staff.
We can write what we want to write. We gotta make it.
Doing stories that are meaningful to the community, that's what I love, that's what I do, it's who I am.
I think we're very well placed to have our voice heard in the next federal parliament. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Irrespective of whether it's a hung parliament, a close parliament is going to be a great thing for regional Australia. And I'd nearly guarantee Barabas water supply.
First port of call is a cold beer and a bit of news.
Line voters watching Rob Oakeshot's protracted announcement may have been wondering what was in it for them. At least $130 million.
What we managed to get through over the last week and a half was both sides saying they will deliver a fourth pod for Port Macquarie.
I think Rob did what he had to do to form a government and probably the best for this election.
And the Dragons win the grand final.
This morning it was on the bus to celebrate with supporters in Wollongong. Rugby league in the Illawarra has been going for 99 years. The Steelers joined the comp in 82 before merging with the Dragons in 99. This, their greatest moment.
The public are really looking forward and they want to know what's happening in their own backyard. I think they can relate a lot more to the things that are happening right around them because they're real.
They've wrapped up the Tooheys Cup Newcastle Rugby League Grand Final. Joel Osborne. You've been the heart and soul of this club for a long time, both as a player, coach and now as coach. You must be bursting with pride.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and also getting one first and seconds winning the grand final. It's the first time in our club's history. It's awesome.
And it's full time. And Hamilton are the greater Newcastle Hunter Rugby champions for 2010.
And even in a place the size of Tamworth, people still have that local connection. It's important to be part of that community.
You're the voice trying to understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. We're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear.
We've asked the community to watch us and be a part of us, and it really is our mantra to be able to give something back to the community.
It's hard work, but it will all pay off. They can look back when they leave school and say, yes, I was in Southern Stars and I had a ball and I made new friends and it was the best experience of my school years.
Community value and supporting the community through volunteering was instilled in me from a very early age.
Yep, I love something.
You're the voice trying to understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. We're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear. You're the voice trying to understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. We're not gonna live in silence. We're not gonna live in fear.
Hitless TV's High Flyer for the Air Force.
If you're a footy fanatic like me, you'll want to check out Win Television's We Love Footy Tipping Comp for your chance to win some great prizes, like a $5,000 shopping spree and a $2,500 entertainment package from Harvey Norman.
But if you like music that much and are aged between 16 and 24 and live in regional Australia, you can become an Optus Soundscribe. Register now at www.optussoundscribe.com.au.
The Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 is the pinnacle of Australian motorsport. V8 supercars and King Gear giving you the opportunity to experience the ultimate endurance. To enter, go to iprime.com.au now.
Hey guys, back again. Got your Domino's pasta made fresh to order. I see watching Southern Cross 10 there. MasterChef up next, and then Rove.
Look at it. You can't get anything better than this.
The point there is that it is truly local. You can see there clearly how integrated it is into the communities and into people's lives. There's actually quite a lot of this content. When you look across all the networks, on 2 of the 3 main networks, there's a half-hour local evening news broadcast every weeknight. On the 3rd network, there's an hourly update of news. There's lifestyle shows weekly, cooking, fishing, travelling, Postcards Australia. One of the cooking shows was featured up there, chat shows. There's even kids' TV shows at the weekend, and there's 2 hours per day at the weekend of music and youth programming on the Channel 10 on the Southern Cross 10 network. So there's quite a lot of this content out there, and obviously there's massive amount of opportunities to engage with that and develop promotions. So does this influence viewing ratings and engagement? Yes, there's absolutely no question about it. I think the other thing that's really important to mention is the local ads themselves. About 40% of the advertising on regional channels is from local broadcasters. And thinking of that example of the Wentworth Courier, if you live in Foster or Port Macquarie, you can find out what's going on in your town at the weekend from TV advertising. So there is that continuous process of engagement through the medium of free-to-air TV that you just don't get in the metro markets, and you certainly wouldn't get on pay TV or other sort of globally based or nationally based media channels. I mentioned a couple of the examples there about how advertisers can get involved. I think earlier when Brendan gave his presentation for UE, it was really a good example of how the creative execution and the communication strategy can be used to target regional people by portraying them in a realistic way, identifying whatever their particular opportunity is for that brand or category. There's been good examples we've seen of that over the years, but I thought that was a particularly good one, and clearly the results would appear to support that strategy. So I would encourage many advertisers to think in that way, to look at what regional consumers' needs are, what they're thinking, and whether the execution can be varied in some way or the message varied in some way to particularly target them. So that's a huge opportunity, I think, that should be done more and could be done more. The other area that we've seen some examples of up there is community support. Obvious things like sponsorships of emergency services or safe life-saving. But last year, some of you were here last year, there was a fantastic presentation by McDonald's and how they sponsor youth sports within regional communities, the huge sort of difference in their trust ratings and the I guess, fondness for the brand or engagement with the brand that they get out of that. And those opportunities are activated through the regional TV network. So it's the example that some of the speakers have mentioned earlier, that regional TV networks live in the community, they do know what's going on, and so they can help identify those specific opportunities that align very well with a brand's overall communication objectives. When you take the time and the effort to drill down into those numbers, you do discover gold. You find growth opportunities that otherwise wouldn't have been seen. And of course, the fundamentals of cost efficiency in regional will deliver that higher return on investment. So that's really all I've got to say, other than just make the point. We are a service business. We do work with agencies and clients, and we try to make it our business to know how to get at the data that lives in most companies or in most organisations. So if you've got any questions, please either bell me up today or contact me at a later point. But what we're trying to do is get people to look more closely at our markets and find out what's going on there.